All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders of GMS for showing me this great truth. And shalom and salutations to my brothers on the four corners pumping out this truth with sincerity, long suffering, and longevity. We're going to get on to the second part, which is, I'm going to find it in 2nd Ezra 6 and 18. This is the second part of what happened to the gentleman, the young brother that just passed away, him and the two women that passed away in the house. All right, this is Yahweh's doing, and I'm gonna prove it. All right, this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 18. And it said, "Behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth, and will begin to make inquisition of them, what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Sion shall be fulfilled, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The books shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see altogether. And the children of a year old shall speak with their voices. The women with child shall bring forth untimely children of 3 or 4 months old, and they shall live and be raised up. And suddenly shall the sound places appear unsound, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation and the end of your world." All right. We're going to go to Ezekiel chapter 43, verse 7. "And he said unto me, Son of man, place my throne in the place of the soles of my feet, where I dwell in the midst of the children of Israel forever." So where does the Most High dwell at? In the midst of the children of Israel, not in your buildings. "And my holy name, which is Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, shall the house of Israel no more defile." And how did the house of Israel defile the name? Because the house of Israel started calling him what everybody else started calling him, Jesus and Jehovah. That's defiling, that's profaning his name. "Neither they nor their kings by their whoredom, nor by their carcasses their kings in their high places." All right, we're going to go to jump to Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12. "I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than a golden wedge of Ophir." So why is the men of Israel dying off? Because that's the Most High's doing. All right, the Most High kills and makes alive. If you read Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39, you will see that the Most High kills everybody. All right, but He's giving you guys the power to kill also. But without His say-so, you can't kill nobody. Satan has to go to the Most High, just like we got to go to the Most High. That's why it states that the sons of the Most High went to appear themselves before Him, and Satan came along with them. But how did Satan come along? Because Satan was in the embodiment of one of those brothers. And he has to come, man. He has to. He don't have a choice in the matter. All right? I'm going to go to Isaiah, is this 19? Yeah, Isaiah 19 and 2. "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians." These Egyptians right now is not talking about the actual Egyptians, but we can't put them for the actual Egyptians, but they're actually talking about the people that's in the mindset of Egypt now, like Brother Polite. "And they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." All right? City against city and kingdom against kingdom, which means your best friend is going to kill you if you don't come back home to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. All right? So like I said, I give my condolences to the brother and the sisters that lost their lives, but y'all got to come back home. Now that should give you a more incentive to come home, but it's not. You guys are going to go right back to your slave masters thinking that they're going to help you, and they never helped you. They didn't help you in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They ain't going to help you now, man. The Most High said, I'm going to send you to your enemies. All right? The so-called white man is your enemy. He is not your friend. He is your enemy. Now, when I say the so-called white man, I'm not talking about your skin tone. I'm talking about the mentality. All right? Because there's Israelites that look white, but they're not. And then there's Edomites that look black, but they're not Israelites. They're actually Edomites. All right, so it's not a color thing, it's a spirit thing. That's why he said there's no difference between a Jew and a Greek, because we're looking for Israel inwardly, and only Israel inwardly is going to do the law, statutes, judgments, commandments, and ordinances of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, which is 613 to the best of their abilities. All right, Shalom, Mayakaahla.